So this is the JP-08. You can access the different presets from here, patch number 11 to 88. Tap a number to access the bank, and then tap another number to access the preset. So right now we're listening to bank 1 preset number 2. This would be bank 1 preset number 6. Let's try a different bank. Bank 5 preset 5. And the last preset would be bank 8 preset number 8, which is a sound effects preset. Now on the right here you have patch presets, which is a combination of two layered presets. So let's listen to this first preset. As you can hear, there are two sounds, one on the left channel and another on the right. If you're using headphones, you should be able to hear this clearly. You'll also notice we're in dual mode right now. Right now we're looking at the upper layer, but if I tap here, I can look at the lower layer. So this patch preset is a combination of preset number 41 and 42. Let's get out of dual mode. And now we can listen to just patch number 41. Let's load up patch number 42. So that's basically your patch presets where you can layer two different presets together. Now in this preset there is no layering, but the sixth one, you can clearly hear the layering. Let's try a 7. This one too does not use the dual mode. Alright, so that's how you work with the presets. Let's now talk about this manual mode. Now the biggest issue with hardware synths is that the dials and faders are not motorized. Let's say you load in a preset. We do not know if all the controls right now are set to match that preset. So if I play the sound right now, the filter cutoff slider is set to approximately the halfway point, but that may not be correct. If I just move it ever so slightly, you'll hear it snaps to that position. So clearly the cutoff on this preset was set much higher. But at least now the cutoff slider matches the actual sound. But you will also notice that the preset has now been changed because you can see that little dot there. So manual mode is a lot helpful for this because when you're in manual mode, what you see is what you get. So all the controls are matched to the sound. So if I play the keyboard right now, the settings for this sound is what we're looking at right now. So you can see we have a long release on the two envelopes and the sound has a long release. This applies to every control on the synth. I'm going to be using this mode a lot to explain a lot of things, as it's a lot easier and the controls are matched to the sound. Okay, let's now create an initialized state. On this envelope over here, I'm going to get rid of the release. So no release on the sound. Crank up the sustain to the maximum. Decay and attack I'll bring all the way down. I'll turn off this key follow over here as well. For envelope 1, I'll make sure we're in this positive mode and have the same shape as envelope 2. LFO mode here I'll set to 0. VCA level all the way up. Key follow all the way down. Switch this to envelope 1. Bring down envelope mod and LFO mod. Set the slope to -12. Resonance down, cutoff up, and cutoff down on the high pass filter. I'll set this source mix right to the center. Waveform here I'll set to a sine. Tuning in the center. Make sure this control is at 16. It's hard to set this because there's no snapping. You may have to listen to it. Alright, make sure sync is off. VCO1's waveform also I'll set to a sine. I'll set that control to 16. Cross mod all the way down. Switch this to manual mode. The pulse width fader all the way down. Let's set the frequency mod to VCO1. Envelope mod and LFO mod slider all the way down. LFO set to a sine wave, delay time down, and rate all the way down. So now if I was to play this, I get this sine type waveform. This should be a good starting point. And since all the controls on the synth match the actual sound, it should be easy to understand things. Alright, in the next tutorial, we will check out VCO1 in detail.